on, guys? Meekachii here with Kivox.
And we have some housekeeping to take care of before we actually get started.
Explaining. Explaining.
It's housekeeping. We got to explain to them what's going on. And we've got a couple things. We got some new stuff coming up, and then we also have some changes to some old stuff. So if you guys are a part of the book club regularly, we do it once a month. We usually do 2 books, and then we do it once a month. We're going to a bi-weekly book
Live
club
stream.
now. So basically the way it works is you're still only reading 1 book a month, but we're doing it twice. So therefore, one is going to start basically today, or whenever you're listening to this. If you didn't follow the last book club, starts now and it's going to end at the end of the month. And then the other one is going to start in the middle of the month and end in the middle-ish of next month. Shadow of the Fox is going to be the first book that we read, and it's going to be January 27th is when the book club live stream happens. So if you guys pick this book up, read it, join us on that day. We go over, it's 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, p.m., 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we basically just go over it. We talk to you guys about it. You guys give us your opinion. We have a nice conversation. We love doing that because we can't think of everything, and you guys point out stuff to us.
All the time.
And it's really cool, and it's awesome. And then what's...
Also, anyone can join. Anyone. So if you guys...
Wait, anyone?
Anyone.
I don't know about that. I feel like some people can't join.
They
all
can't.
right? And you know who you are.
So if you've read it, if you want to read it, feel free to join the live stream. We all have so much fun talking to each other. The second book we choose, and we choose the next books during the live stream. People vote.
Exactly.
So I pick 4 books, and then you guys choose out of the 4 which one you want to read, and that's how it gets decided.
Well, it's usually you and our patrons pick 4 books, because you usually ask them for suggestions, and
well, yeah,
and you give
because
us
I can't always come. I don't know what people are looking forward to all the time. I know what I want to read. But I will ask, we have a Discord chat for our patrons, so I'll ask them, what do you guys want to read next month? And they'll tell me. Sometimes I take their suggestions. Sometimes
you're like, ew, girl. So for January, we're doing something a little bit different because it's actually the beginning of the new system. So we're going to just tell you the book that we're going to finish in the middle of next month. So the second book that we're reading is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. And that one the live stream is going to be on February 3rd. It's a little bit earlier than it should be because there's some stuff going on in February, but normally it would be right in the middle, in like the second Sunday of the month. But it's going to be the second Sunday.
It's going to be the first Sunday.
First Sunday,
So
okay.
What we're trying to do is on the second and the 4th Sunday of the month, if they exist, do the book streams, but they may differ depending on months and life. So
February short. We
plan on making videos each month to tell you what the picks are and when exactly the live streams will be. So this one, as he mentioned, is February 3rd, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is a Sunday. I mean, the only consistent thing really besides one of them being on the last Sunday of the month is they're always Sunday.
Yeah.
And pretty much always at 2 p.m. So.
And pretty much always 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
So 2 Sundays apart. So every other Sunday, there's going to be a bi-weekly live stream for a book club. And you guys could always come back and listen to them later. If you didn't finish it on time, you could always come back, listen to it, have a conversation with us.
And if you comment, we'll still see it.
That housekeeping being done, we're going to get into the TBR.
I'm so excited for this. Okay, this is kind of weird. But one of my subscribers came up with this idea to wrap up books for herself and kind of surprise herself with a book she needs to read every month. And I thought it was such a cool idea, so I bought wrapping paper and I made Kivox wrap 12 of my books for me. And I don't know why I'm so excited because I know I own these books and they're already my books. But every month I get to unwrap one and my goal is to read that book for that month. Oh! So these are the 12 books that he wrapped for me off of my TBR shelf, mind you. So they are my books already. But I'm really excited because I get to read one every month and unwrap one. And it's like a mini surprise, even though it's not really a surprise.
This took me like 45 minutes at least to wrap all of these.
Really?
It was, excuse me, princess. I don't get the privilege of every year to wrap everybody's gifts.
I know.
You like
I'm like, I love wrapping. I'm gonna wrap all of them.
You just take it away from me, and I'm just like,
I guess I'll just sit over here doing nothing.
Oh God.
All right. So
What book should I read?
I don't know, man. Do you want to start off? I got some smaller ones. I love how these look, by the way.
I
think they're doing really
know.
good. So I got some smaller ones.
If you don't know, I'm kind of obsessed with Japanese culture, so I found paper that's like kimono fabric. So that's why I chose these.
So I don't really know all the reasons I picked some of these. I just I kind of tried to pick ones that I thought looked cool or sounded cool based on the synapses. And I didn't pick any super long ones because I didn't want you to be stuck reading like an 800, 900, 1,000 page. Some of these books that you have are like over 1,000 pages.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to like make you get stuck with something like that. So as you can tell, none of them are like over probably like 400 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I don't want to pick.
You don't. No, you have to pick. I can't pick because I kind of know which ones are which.
Oh yeah.
So how about this? Just pick a. I'm gonna reshuffle these, and you pick a number. Just pick a number between 1 and 12. I'm not gonna tell you if it's. I'm gonna start from the bottom or the top. So.
4.
4. Okay. Bottom it is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I'm reading this one.
You're reading that one. Okay. Let's show everybody. Let's
Here
see
we
what
go.
it is. I don't remember which one this was.
Okay, you read this.
I did. That's why I picked it.
And he's been trying to get me to read it forever.
I like that book. I think it's
All right.
cool. It's very video gamey. So.
Armada by Ernest Cline. Yeah, so this is the same author, if you don't know, as Ready Player One.
Yes.
And did you like this better, about the same?
Different. Yeah, it's a different type of book.
I don't even know what it's about.
I would say it's about a kid that plays video games, and he works kind of like at a Best Buy, and then shenanigans ensue.
Okay.
Is that how you say it? Ensue.
Sure. Yeah. Here, let me put this away.
I like it. I think it's a fun sci-fi. Definitely sci-fi.
Okay.
This is 100% sci-fi, and
we have the audiobook? No.
We
don't.
have to have the audiobook.
No, I think you got it from like a library or something.
Okay.
Willy Wonka meets the Matrix, huh?
I'm very happy that you picked a book that like I read because I can be excited about you reading it now. I mean, I wouldn't say
you're gonna be bugging me like, hey, what part are you on?
It's not like a 5 or anything like that. But whoa, that makes it a 5 now.
Look at the inside of this.
This is awesome. It's like a spaceship. It's an X-wing. Look at that. It's like totally X-wingy almost. Look, it's like a partially opened X-wing. It's pretty cool.
We used to not.
Oh, look, it's like an X-wing mixed with a B-wing. See, that looks more like a B-wing.
I don't remember what the B-wings look like.
It's kind of shaped like that.
Are they the ones with circulars on the end?
They're the little small ones.
Oh,
the
okay,
little the ones that
yeah.
are kind of triangular shaped.
Yeah.
With like a flat tip.
Yeah. We just started kind of showing you guys naked books recently.
I love that. I love the simplicity of the front with the with that right there. It's like an extended Triforce.
Is that a DeLorean?
That is a DeLorean.
So apparently the author owns a DeLorean.
Okay, so if you haven't read Ready Player One, of course he would have a DeLorean. Like, come on now.
Not everyone can afford a DeLorean.
No, I get
Are they
it.
expensive now?
Yes.
You would think.
Ready Player One was like super. It was like all about the 80s and the 90s and nostalgia and like just telling like it was just hitting you over the head with that, you know, like just yes, I'm a nerd. Look at me. And this has a lot of similar tropes to that. So
I'm excited. I really am. I mean, I got it for a reason.
If you liked Ready Player One, you'll probably like this. And I don't remember if it's like supposed to have a sequel or not.
This?
I don't think it is.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know too much about this author besides the one book. Obviously, one of our books on our TBR is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This is actually a pretty big book. It's like 500 pages. Again, live stream is going to be February 3rd, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a YA sci-fi book by, you know, a very famous author. And I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything. So sorry if you want a synopsis, but I'm not going to read it. This one, obviously, is also on our TBR. This is the live stream on January 27th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I started reading this. I am on page 62, and I'm really loving it so far. If you are a fan of anime and just Japanese culture, I think you're going to love this story. I was shocked at first, and I even looked at him and I was like, I'm really shocked by the number of Japanese words that they use, and they don't really go into depth to explain what they are. Like daimyo and tatami mats and like, yeah, I mean, you can get that a tatami mat is a mat, but it's those like very specific like reed mats that they have in Japan. And like, they just throw these Japanese words at you. And I mentioned it in Discord last night, and someone was like, yeah, but is there a glossary in the back? And I was like, yes. Of course there's a glossary in the back, and I didn't even think to look. So there is a glossary. There are a lot of Japanese terms in it. But I feel like you'll be okay if you've ever watched Naruto or Dragon Ball and you've heard of kunai and shinobi and all that stuff. Like, you'll have a pretty okay time without the glossary.
And
Shenron's not in it.
Oh.
Sorry. There is supposedly a dragon rising.
Shenron.
It is very Japanese style so far.
Is there wishing orbs?
There is scrolls that you collect to make a wish.
AKA Dragon Balls.
If you are an anime fan, I think you'll love it, and I'm really, really liking it so far. In the beginning, I was a little hesitant because I was like, oh my goodness, it's so tropey, and like, it's just cringy.
So make it through the first chapter.
Get to the end of the first chapter, because that really kind of sets the tone. I mean, I've only read 3 chapters.
I second that, because I have started it as well, and I was like, what am I getting myself into? And then she's like, just make it through the first chapter. You'll start liking it. And I was like, okay.
But yeah, I'm really, really liking this so far. And then really the only other book that I'm going to commit myself to reading is, oh, look, it's my thing. Did you find this? This has been missing.
You've been looking for that for like a month.
I took this out of Sadie because Sadie didn't deserve it in one of my videos, and I've lost it ever since. It's this, by the way.
Yes, Meek, I found it and I put it there because I'm an excellent husband.
I thought you were messing with me.
I'm great.
So anyway, Kingdom of Copper by S.H. Chakraborty. This book comes out in January. We did do a giveaway. We are currently doing a giveaway for the first book.
So check out the link up there. Go check out that video for more details.
I have 5 of them to give away, so there's a better chance of winning it. But anyway, this is the sequel, and I'm on page like 200-ish, and I'm enjoying it so far.
It's gonna fall out, Meek.
Whoops. But yeah, I really want to finish this one this month, because it technically comes out this month, so... And that's it. Those are all I'm committing myself to. That's kind of a lot of pages to read.
All right, so no, stop it.
Wait.
You're trying to cut me off, and you're trying to like get the video to end, and I'm like,
perfect selfish fashion. I didn't mention his TBR.
Yeah, so obviously 2 of my books are gonna be these. I also forgot to say anything. I was just like, yeah, the whole time. So I'm obviously reading these because these are actually this is the second one, so this is technically next month.
February-ish, but I'm probably going to read it this month.
Probably going to read it this month, yeah. And then I decided, these are 2 suggestions by Meekachii, 2 of her favorite books of 2018, right?
I hope you like them. I mean, this
too.
one, it is definitely a fantasy with some mystical, like, magical aspects of it, but you have to realize...
So this is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb.
Yeah, you have
and there's
to
a
realize...
Hobbit on the front there, and I always think that... it's like a Hobbit book whenever I look at it. It's also because it says Hobb.
But I feel like going into that book, you have to realize it is not a super action-packed book. It's very world-building and character-building.
And then another great suggestion is My Lady Jane. So I'm gonna try to read 4 books this month, guys. That's crazy. That to me, I usually do just the minimum, the bare minimum, which is 2 usually. But we got 4. This is it. Wait, are these... I feel like there's a lot of books.
It is a lot.
It's a lot of books we got to read this month. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it for you. All right? And we'll have We're going to have a more interesting wrap-up. It'll be more fun. Remember, we have to make sure that we read all of our goals for this year.
I have to write down my goals because I made a video.
Yeah, we need to write out our goals and tack them to the wall so we can look at them all the time and be successful.
If you guys have read any of these books, leave us a comment down below letting us know what you thought, or if you want to join in on reading, like buddy reading with us, let us know. Let it snow.
Let it snow.
Actually, it's let it go.
Let it go.
I love when you go to Disney parks now. When you're on the tram.
They're like, if anything falls off, just
be like Queen Elsa and let it go. I'm like, yes. I love when, like, Disney employees, like, integrate stuff like that into their, like, daily routine. Anyway.
We could talk about this all day long.
Yeah,
so
we love
let's
Disney.
not. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you haven't. And also hit that notification so you can see the rest of the videos that are coming out in the near future because we got a bunch of stuff coming out 2019. What? Got 'em!
Also, we're considering doing a giveaway for an ARC copy of The Priory of the Orange Tree. If you are interested, let us know down below.
Also, if you watch this far,
Write the word orange.
orange it up.
Orange.
Orange is the new black.
We didn't do that for the last video. Whoops.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye. We can never sync up.
Ready?
Bye, bye, bye.